So when you go down here, back into the move here, you have the Pandora's box that is constantly like a local level that is constantly being recreated and a global level that is constantly being recreated as well as to what's showing you inside the move, right? So then you'd have something like the hold level on this one would be right here now. So you're now technically you're laddering, right? So instead of back right here where the original hold level was holding us, now you're laddering up off of this hold level. And then you have the backside of the ladder, kind of the same thing we looked at with this right here, like this. You have, that's the incorrect side. This would be the correct side here. This is the leg of the move here. So the holds inside of this leg here versus the backside of this leg right here, which is showing you a different, which is showing you a different part of the strength in the move. This is way too right there. Right? And then this one would be green. So this would show you the different strength of the hold, right? Because if you are starting to hold these higher ranges, it's the exact same thing as we looked at with breaking up, continuing an uptrend, right? This is continuing an uptrend when it holds inside of the green leg, or the backside leg, I should say. So when you hold the backside leg, it's just less values that you have to create on the way up, as opposed to holding something in here, which is going to be the immediate holds, right? So if you were to actually, shoot, I don't think I can redraw this without breaking it. Oh, that's not so bad. Okay, I can redraw this. Okay, so let's do this like this. Right here, you come down, you have that value right here, comes right there, holds this level from back here. That's fine. Breaks up now like this, breaks up, tests. Oops, let's read that. Yikes. Test this, right? Test this, test that there, this level back here, right? Comes, pulls back, still Pandora's boxing, comes, hits trend, now it's falling, right? Are you holding something inside of here, or are you holding this, right? So this is the next part of Pandora's box, right? Like, what are you actually holding in here? And blue probably wasn't the best color, but that's okay. Like, are you holding this? Because if you're holding this hold level, like you can see exactly what you're doing. You're setting up a big breakout. If you're coming back down to hold something like this, right? Like, what are you holding? Are you holding this here, or are you holding inside of this like here somewhere? Because you're going to have all these little peaks and valleys in here. So what are you actually holding, right? Are you holding this range, which is this level? Are you holding this range, which is inside of, oh, I did that wrong. Are you holding this range, which is holding above this level right here, right? Or are you holding, you know what, how I can do this? I know how I can illustrate this like this. Here, I got the perfect way to do this. Are you holding this, or are you holding, nope. Or are you holding this, or this? Oops, one more, come on. Or this. You see the difference? The green ones are holding this side of the lake here. The purple ones are holding this side of the lake here. So just going back to origin levels and how they hold inside of a Pandora's box, which side are you holding, right? Are you holding this higher range here, right? And again, like, let's get rid of this here. Are you holding that range there? Or are you starting to hold the range inside of the current leg? This is a huge difference. What you're holding here makes all the difference in the world. Everything that you're holding from back here, like these levels here that you're holding, this one here, which is illustrated here, which is illustrated here, these hold levels are holding the backside of the leg. These hold levels in here are holding the front side of the leg. This is a major difference in the move. This is like distribution catch scalping. This is like, okay, come down, hit a hold level, push up to trend, take a buy there, take a sell there, pull back, right? Hold this maybe here, see it push up trend maybe, or hit this hold level, because now you have the inverse here, right? Like now you have this right here that this is kind of your max target, right? Until you break the leg back up, as opposed to holding these green levels back here, which is never creating this entire scenario here. This ceases to exist. This doesn't even exist. But when this does exist, you have all of this crap in here. You have the valley that brings it down with the inverse level right here. So it creates the inverse level, and it also creates the attempt of the valley. So then fine, you fall down, you hit a hold level in here. Now here's kind of your sell, or in a best case scenario, fine, it pushes up to here. See all this extra crap that's creating inside of this? This is the wrong side of Pandora's box that you want to be on when you're pushing up, or I shouldn't say the wrong side of Pandora's box. This is the wrong side of the leg you want to be holding when you're pushing up. When you hold this level back here, you don't create any of this other crap that happens. You don't actually have to find some bottom to hold, because that's what we did here. We found a bottom to hold, we held it over the top of some long-term trend break, right? So you actually don't have to find that to hold. You can just simply continue laddering off of higher and higher breaks, as opposed to this, which is basically recreating this, which is just recreating your Pandora's box back and forth, back and forth, back and forth until you hit a trend like this up here and break up and attempt your next move up, right? So this is why Pandora's box is so important, because it creates, like, you can see all the crap that you're starting to create. It creates levels within levels within levels within levels. All this extra stuff that you don't need to have happen never happens. You just pull back everything that happened, and we simply go to this point here, back to this point, and now we create a different scenario inside of Pandora's box. And we say, okay, we have the hold level here, which is holding the move up. We have the hold level here, which is just taking turns back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But we can leave these legs on for now. That's fine. But we are going to take out this, right? Now you have the same situation happening now in situation number 2, and we're going to do this like that light purple. This kind of shows through very nice here against the green. You hold the level, fine. You get compressed against trend, and this is what we always look at, right? Like this is like exactly how trend breaks. This is literally 1-to-1 exactly how you break trend. You have a hold level that supports you through a trend break. You break trend and you try to start a move. Like this is ABC stuff right now so far. This part of the move is ABC stuff. This is just like draw your trend, wait till it breaks, buy. Like go back to the very beginning of this video when I said how fun it is to buy trend break, because it's just like, well, that's the fuel to the move, and you just have to hold the hold level until you have the fuel of the move start. So fine, just hold the level until the fuel can start, right? So you hold the level, hold the level, you hold the level. This is fine. Now this is where it gets interesting. This is where, okay, what's happening now? This is the, the brain has to turn on. You have to actually do your due diligence here. What are you actually doing? So fine, you come, you test trend. This is good, right? Well, what would happen if you were to hold this leg back here, this hold level? And let's keep this purple and make this guy nice and thick, possibly. Yeah, make it thick and do this. And it's a hold level. So fine, you hold this level. Imagine all the crap you don't have to create by doing this and holding this level against this trend here. Because this is what happens. And this is a very quick thing that happens, right? This is very quick. This is like we're on a daily, like ignore the daily chart, like ignore this up here. That doesn't matter. The time frame doesn't matter. Pretend these are 1 minute candles for all it matters. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. But 1 minute daily, it just shows a bigger move from bigger strength. So it's scalable to the time frame, right? So it doesn't matter. Imagine holding this and never recreating that Pandora's box and all that crap in here, all these hold levels here, and all these valley breaks here. Like imagine never creating that inside of this Pandora's box. Well, this is when Pandora's box starts to attack the break level and you have overtrend. And this is when you can see that the move is starting to accelerate, right? This is what you have to always be aware of. Like take this back to the very beginning, and simply having a hold and a break level like this, right? And what does that look like when you start to break it down? So like, how do you actually dissect the move, and what are you actually looking at, right? You have a Pandora's box that's trying to break trend. That's what it is. And outside of that Pandora's box, you have a larger, like legacy Pandora's box that's a higher time frame that's trying to break over top of this. So when you strip it all away, really, it's how you read where a move is going to go. So like if you were to say, what is a Pandora's box? It's like, this is how you read a move. This is exactly how you read where a move is going to go in the moment. So if you were scalping or trading or saying, okay, what's happening, right? You're always hitting some hold level or some break level, but it's seeing the Pandora's box inside of that, because what happens is this, like I said, you break. Oh, no, purple, come on. You go purple and you break, and then what do? Did you attack the valley or did you stop at the hold? And what does that mean? Because it can't just be as simple as, oh, the move is over here, right? Like it goes further, it goes deeper. You can't just say we hit an inverse level, the move is over, because if you guys haven't noticed, inverse levels get hit before breakouts. Like here, inverse levels get hit before breakouts.
Hey everyone, how's it going? As you know, I'm now giving out some of this content for free that I was otherwise charging for the past little while. Drop a donation, subscribe to the channel, join Patreon. You'll get access to Discord. Great way. Lots of top level traders in there, people who are doing this for a career every single day. So go to Patreon, join a tier, get access to Discord. Go on Reddit, talk about future of trading, talk about the science of trading, talk about cotton candy, socials, everything you can. Let's help this thing grow. It's the way you guys can thank me for giving out this content for free that I was otherwise charging money for. So I'll leave a Bitcoin address on the screen. I'll leave the Patreon address on the screen. Just do something to help out. Okay, thanks guys. Take care.